So congratulations on the win. Finished Pat in 1 round. Is that kind of what you foresaw happening?
You know what? Honestly, I wasn't sure. Like, I didn't think I can finish him in the first round. I just knew that, you know, I represented this country in 4 different sports: judo, wrestling, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and now mixed martial arts. So my ground game is very, very strong. Just because you're a good, strong wrestler and you're trying to take me down, like, you still go into my world, you know. So I wasn't sure, but I didn't think I can finish him in the first round, because I know he's very durable, very strong, and he gets out of the positions really quick. But it's just it just worked out, you know. It was a good position. I tried to land some elbows from the mount, and once he put that forearm right on my neck, that's where I knew he's coming too close to my danger zones, and that's exactly where I was able to catch him with and capitalize on it, you know.
Yeah, and you're the first to ever submit him too. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's very strong. He's very good. But I just, you know, power and strength is good, but you have to have some tricks behind it. And in this case, he kind of tried to overpower things, and that kind of went towards me, you know.
And how much of a relief is it just to be off that skid, a big comeback win, first round finish? That kind of helps erase some of what happened in the past 2 fights, right?
I think so too. It just shows that, I actually, after my last 2 losses, not that many people know, but I almost went through a depression, I knew that I have to change things, and because I know my potential, I know where I can be, and I felt like my last 2 fights, they ended so quickly, and there was so much happening that I was just in the wrong place, and I knew I had to make a change, and I went after it. I did the change, and I'm just very happy with my new family at Extreme Couture Las Vegas. Those guys are awesome in training, the coaches, and also UFC PI coaches there. They helped me so much. They actually made me a little smarter, the way I look at training, approach to training. It's not just training hard, it's very important to train smart. And I feel like I'm following those steps now, and I definitely feel like an improved fighter, and I think this performance kind of solidifies that, and just excited, very excited.
You called Volkan out after the fight, and obviously that's something you spoke about on media day as well. That's one you obviously want back. Do you think the UFC is going to be willing to book that right now, the way the division is? And if not, is there anything else that interests you?
I know Volkan. I went through 2 losses, and it's a little bit not fair because he was, doing so good, and I just want him to know that I'm going to be climbing back, and I want UFC to know that my aim is really high, and it's just one day at a time, and I know in the future we'll dance again. I'm sure he's not going to be the next guy, obviously, but in the future, a couple more wins for me, maybe another, if it's another impressive win, then I don't see why not,
Hardly a scratch on you. When do you kind of want to come back to the octagon?
I just, right now, my wife is a little bit sick, so I'm going to Canada for about a month to help her with her health. And so I'm going to take pretty much 1 month off, and then right back I'm going back to Vegas, and I'm going to be training same thing. I want to do the same thing, about 2.5, 3 months of solid work in Vegas, and then in a kind of like February, March type of a thing, beginning of the next year, I'll be looking to go back under those bright lights.
You said you went through a bit of a depression during the skid. What was that like for you, and how did you ultimately get through it?
Everything I accomplished in UFC, it was pretty much me and my friends and some of my students that I train with, and I coach them, and then eventually we had a really good relationship where I was coaching them and they were coaching me. Guys especially like Rob Santos, and we kind of help each other, and we got to a pretty high level. We came into a top 10 together. And after those 2 losses, I kind of knew that, we're doing a good job, but it's not enough to be in the elite bracket and the elite level. And what I mean by elite is kind of top 8, top 5, because those guys, they have coaches, they have nutritionists, they have strength conditioning coaches, where all those things we're kind of been doing ourselves. And when I suffered those losses, I knew I'm not using enough of kind of resources. I knew there's more out there. It's just I was a little bit lost in a direction, where to go, what to do. Because, you know, like I got some money, but then like all the taxes were killing me. I had to pay off and I couldn't make a move right away. And then just, you know, I went a little bit on a depression in terms of like, I was a little bit lost and confused, you know, and then me and my wife, we just talked about it, and you know, we just decided to just make a move and just go to Las Vegas. I reached out to Eric Nixick. He's a general manager at Extreme Couture Las Vegas, and he said, right away, he said, brother, I can't wait to see you, you know what I mean? Let's do some work. What are you doing there? Let's do some work. Why are you not working, you know? And then that's where I went there, and then I honestly had no idea that guys like Ray Safo is there. You know, I knew there's a lot of fighters, but I didn't even know that Ray Safo was there. And when I got there, you know, we kind of like got along really good, and they took me under their wing, kind of thing. And the rest is kind of the history. You know, we're working hard, and I actually want to add more things. I want to work even harder because I see that everything is coming together finally. You know, I just want to kind of build off that and keep putting the blocks and good strong foundation and keep moving forward.